What is up, my butter biscuits? Y'all, this is my third and final video with the same makeup, same background, same beanie. I do apologize. I know, obviously, when everybody watches new videos, they want to get inspired by different makeup, a different background. They want a change of scenery, and I do apologize that I've kept this on for 3 videos. It's just because, obviously, I'm pre-filming, and I'm just too lazy to switch out my makeup. Back in the day, y'all, I used to, like, do my makeup, and then I would switch it, like, make it more dark, make it more smoky, change up my lip, you know what I'm saying? However, now I'm just too lazy for that. I really am. Within today's video, I thought this would be really fun because actually while I was doing my BH Cosmetics filing for bankruptcy video, I actually stumbled across this website that like had all of the like most successful influencer collaboration, makeup collaborations. So I thought this would be fun to talk about. However, I want to let you guys know right off the jump here, this is actually really old. This article is from 2019. So there is obviously not a lot of products on there that probably may be like one of the most successful now. So just letting you guys know that this is kind of like a little bit of a blast from the past, like us reminiscing up on makeup collaborations, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys are interested in something a little bit more new, I apologize, this is not the video for that. I stumbled across this website and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be fun to talk about because I actually never dived into successful makeup collaborations on my channel before. Obviously, yes, I have talked about them within my anti-hauls and new makeup drops and stuff like that. However, I've never talked about like what people consider to be the most successful. Which, by the way, another thing I want to say before going into this is like looking at the article. Once again, you guys know I'm always asking like, how do people know this? Like, do they just go based upon like how many posts are on social media, how many views a person gets on YouTube or something? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever see a sales sheet to be able to compare. Like, say for example, like Manny MUA did a collaboration with Makeup Geek, and then Patrick Star did a collaboration with MAC Cosmetics, like who sold more units. Like, I've never seen a breakdown of that on paper, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's always opinion based. So going into this, this is from therichest.com. I don't know where they got their sources from. Maybe it's just opinion based. I don't really know, but I do want to talk about it because I found it to be very interesting. So if you guys are interested, oh my gosh, y'all, on my third video, I feel like I'm really proud of myself because yes, I ramble a lot, I talk a lot, but I feel like I'm staying on track. Anyways, what I was going to say is if you guys are interested in hearing about the 10 successful influencer makeup collaborations, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Also, before I get into this too, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments below, would you guys like an opinion-based video from me giving my like top 10 or maybe like just top, maybe not top 10 necessarily, this is top 10, but like my top makeup influencer collaborations? I feel like that would also be fun too, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like my opinion based. This is obviously somebody else's. Let me know about that. Anyways, let's go to get into it. All right, y'all, once again, this is from therichest.com. So if you guys are interested in hearing all of the details, because they obviously like give a description about every collaboration, I'm not going to get into that. I just want to talk about the most, you know, successful collaborations with influencers because I feel like it's very interesting. And then also to get your guys' opinion to see if you guys feel like these are the most successful, because there's a couple on the list that I'm just like, what? But let's go to talk about it. So they actually have number 10 at Manny MUA and Makeup Geek. And I do want to say, I feel like this was such a huge success right here. I actually thought the color story of this palette was absolutely beautiful. I do think that it sucks that obviously Manny MUA and Marlena ended up getting into some drama because I would have liked them to come out with another collaboration. You know what I'm saying? However, I just feel like after that, obviously things just kind of dwindled out. They did this one collaboration and then he went to be friends with Jeffree Star and then they did their collaboration and then now he has his own brand, you know what I'm saying? However, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this like one of the first like influencer collaborations? This to me right here also, this is another reason why I wanted to talk about this. This to me, while I was starting off on social media, when I saw this collaboration, it like really had me like inspired, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw this and I saw another guy in beauty who actually did a collaboration with a well-known brand. Y'all, shout out to Makeup Geek, by the way, because they were actually one of the first brands too. Them and Makeup Forever, the first people to ever send me PR. And Marlena sent me over a whole package that covered my whole entire bed. Like it just really inspired me after seeing Manny MUA do this collaboration, because I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe one day I can do a collaboration. Then obviously I realized that I'm just way too trashy and I talk like way too much shit that nobody ever wants to like be, you know, doing a collaboration with me, which is totally fine. But it still made me like inspired and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, because I don't know, like this was my first time ever seeing like a boy in beauty like doing a collaboration. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like honestly, y'all, like I was just starting up on social media during this time, so like I don't really know if there was somebody before him, but to my understanding, I think that he was definitely probably one of the first boys in beauty to do a collaboration. And with Makeup Geek, y'all, like, oh my gosh, I kind of wish that Makeup Geek would make a comeback, because those were like the fun times on YouTube. I remember getting my package and I would just bust out look after look after look using all of my Makeup Geek products, and I feel like everyone was talking about Makeup Geek, and then now nobody does, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own brand, I feel like that's why. But anyways, yeah, I definitely think that this was a successful collaboration. Next up on the list is number 9. Okay, I do apologize that I really don't have much to say about this, because this one I just really didn't know too much about, so I do apologize. This is from Jen Im and Colourpop. This collection right here, to me, I honestly never seen it. Like, that's not to say that it's not successful, okay, because there is obviously a crap ton of influencers that I just don't know who they are and I've never seen them before. However, like, looking at this right here, I was kind of like, what? So I'm going to go ahead and read their little paragraph so that way you guys know more about it, because I just really didn't. So this is what it says right here from the website. When vlogger Jen Im released her collaboration with Colourpop, fans were absolutely shook by the awesome quality and the affordable price point. The beautiful neutral shadow palette was just $20, and there were also a line of lippies to match. The line was even a playful French pun on Im's name, Jen ne sais quoi. I don't know, y'all, I cannot speak French, so hopefully I said that right. But anyways, it says, unfortunately, the item were only limited time and Colourpop no longer produces the collab, but it seemed to be one of the more sought after offerings of 2016. Yeah, I just don't remember this at all. And actually in 2016, I was on I was on Colourpop's PR list. Like, maybe I received it and just didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't really comment on this one because I just don't remember it at all. But you guys have to let me know down in the comments below if you guys feel like this is one of the most successful influencer makeup collaborations. Like I said, I don't want to like put it out there that just because I don't know about it doesn't mean it wasn't successful. But I'm just kind of like, I was on YouTube in 2016, so why didn't I? Maybe I just went over it, y'all. During the time, I remember when I was on Colourpop's PR list, I was getting overwhelmed because I was getting so much makeup. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with it. And then I couldn't keep up with the videos because they were literally sending me stuff like every single week. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is just so much. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Now I'm like, I want to go through like all my drawers to see if I see this because I just don't remember it at all. But you guys let me know in the comments how you liked it. And number 8 on the list right here is from Nikki Tutorials and Oprah. So this right here is actually her highlighter. And I do have to say, I do feel like this is probably one of the biggest collaborations. I feel like everyone and their mom was talking about this Oprah highlighter. I feel like it was a really beautiful highlighter. However, I personally never purchased it because you guys know, like forever, I'm just always with that like glow from within type of highlight. Like one, okay, not forever. I take that back. Like if you go back to my videos, maybe like 5 years ago, I used to put on a crap ton of highlighter, but I feel like it was just on video, not in real life. When I did my makeup in real life, I kind of like this like glow from within. You get what I'm saying? Like this type of highlight. However, just on video, I would like load it up, obviously for the theatrics and to be dramatic. However, I did see a lot of people loving this highlight right here. So it says also to just give you a little rundown right here, in 2017 Nikki released her collaboration with Oprah, which included 3 liquid lipsticks and a highlighter called Everglow. The highlighter is versatile in the fact that it includes 3 different shades in one wheel. The products are still in stock till this day. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, well, this is from 2019. Let me Duh, I'm so stupid. Let me go ahead and throw that in there once again, that this article literally says that it was published in 2019. So I don't know if it's still in stock till this day. I do know that a lot of people were like canceling Oprah for some political reason, y'all. I feel like so many brands are like canceled for political reasons. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just... Everybody should just not be political. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, speaking about this product right here, I heard so many people raving about this. I can't say that I tried it myself, but I do feel like it is definitely successful. And number 7 on the list, y'all. This one right here, I actually purchased and did a review of. This is the Jeffree Star and Morphe collaboration. This palette, to me, this video is still up on my channel. If you guys want to like hunt down for it, you guys can look for it. I purchased this palette from Morphe, y'all, back at the time when I was still supporting Morphe. What a flop. Y'all, I got this palette and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be good because I actually really do like Jeffree Star's formulation. So I feel like obviously he's gonna have like higher standards for Morphe. However, this is at a more affordable price point for way more eyeshadows than his brand, you know what I'm saying? So I was really excited about it. Well, I did a look specifically with the greens. The greens were absolutely horrible. I was doing one eye, right? And say for example at that time, like I was so like set up on like, okay, my mirror's over here and I couldn't really see up close. But then that's why I'm like, y'all, till this day I'm like literally like this when I do my makeup. is because I was doing my one eye and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I took one little break, y'all. I think I went to go to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh. And I came back and I tried to do my other eye and it was just horrendous, patchy, separating, horrible. I do think that they obviously have this listed as one of the most successful influencer collaborations because it's Jeffree Star. But I just have to say, I feel like this palette was horrible, like really horrible, y'all. So okay, you know what, let me just say the greens. And honestly, y'all, this is like, during this time I was so dead broke that I actually returned this palette. I never ever return makeup. You guys know that I always say I'm like, I feel so bad returning makeup. I don't know why, but like I just ended up returning it. I was like, I am not going to use this. It is absolutely horrible. I didn't like it. But in my personal opinion, I don't feel like this is one of the most successful because I just didn't like the palette. However, I'm sure it did sell a lot of units. But if you guys don't remember though, there was at one point that this Jeffree Star times Morphe setting mist actually was like marked down to like $5. So I do think that they had way more units than they could sell, you know what I'm saying? But obviously Jeffree Star and his scandals probably got the best of that collaboration, you know what I'm saying? People were like, I'm not gonna support that. But yeah, I'm sure this was successful in the fact that like Jeffree Star is obviously such a massive influencer, but I did not like this palette. Number 6 on the list right here is Morock and Colourpop, y'all. This one right here, oh my gosh. Okay, so I remember this where it was kind of like a fire and ice type of like setup. They actually sent me the PR kit for this and I was like honestly so in love with it. However, I just never used it. I literally just have so much makeup at the time, especially because during that time, I feel like my social media was like really growing. So I was getting so much PR that I actually never even tried this. So I couldn't even tell you guys if it was good or not. I think I actually ended up giving this away to my friend. She's like super, super obsessed with Morock. So I think I gave it to her. Her little sister was super obsessed with him. I can't really remember. But anyways, I definitely do think this is probably one of the most successful collaborations because Morock is so huge. And honestly, I just want to say, I feel like he is probably one of the most non-problematic people, and I feel like that's because he really does stay to himself. Like he kicks it with his group and his group only. I feel like as soon as you start mingling with like everybody else, that's when you get put up into the drama. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and read a little bit right here. It says, taking inspiration from his home country, Morock crafted this collab with Colourpop in late 2018, even helping the brand create an entirely new product for the launch. Oh, that's when he came out with that like chunky like body glitter type of stuff, right? I think that's what it was. I can't really remember. I'll put a picture of it right here, but I think it was like body glitter or maybe it was like chunky eye glitter. But yeah, definitely right here. Obviously, Morock is a massive influencer, so you know this was a huge success. But I kind of like wish that I would have kept it or like tried it out, you know what I'm saying? So that way I would have known how it was, but I didn't try it out. Did I do a review on that and then give it away? I can't remember, y'all, and that's kind of sad because this was in 2018. That was only 4 years ago, and I can't remember that, but y'all know I like to drink, so that's probably why. Anyways, there's no doubt that this is a huge success. Number 5 on the list is Kalibel and BH Cosmetics, and this is actually the reason why I stumbled across this website right here, because I was looking for this palette because this is actually one of the only BH Cosmetics product that I have ever purchased, and this palette to me right here was actually really, really beautiful. I remember the highlighters in here being absolutely beautiful and really, really bright. If you guys like a more over the top type of highlight, this right here was just absolutely beautiful. I do have to say though, like maybe it's just me, but a lot of people were requesting me during this time to do a review of the Kalibel BH Cosmetics collab. That's why I ended up doing it. And on top of that too, I do believe that it was a very affordable price point. I want to say it was like 20 bucks or something like that. However, I don't feel like Kalibel is like one of the biggest like influencers. Is she? I could totally be wrong. I honestly have not looked at her channel or looked at like her page in the longest time. But I just want to say, like, I feel like I wonder if this really sold that much. You know what I'm saying? To be put at number 5 on the list of most successful influencer collaborations. You know what I'm saying? I could totally be under a rock, obviously, on this. Like I said, I don't know every single influencer, and I don't know all their stats. I don't know how many views they're getting. You know what I'm saying? And then, obviously, this was like 5 years ago, I believe. Oh my gosh, it was 2015. This was, oh my gosh, 7 years ago? I did not know that. I probably bought it like a year late then. I probably did it in like 2016. Anyways, this palette was really pretty neutral, really good shades in there, and they were actually really good quality. So I'm sure it was successful. I really did like the palette, so Yeah. Number 4 on the list is actually another one that I don't know, and I do apologize if I do not know how to pronounce this name, but it's Fumi Desolute, Vold, and Juvia's Place. I'm gonna go ahead and read from this because I don't know too much about it. Fumi Desolute Vold. Desolute Vold is a unique influencer in the fact she started her career at a later age than usual. The 40-year-old stylish wife and mother lives in Moscow and runs a YouTube channel complete with unboxing, lifestyle videos, makeup tutorials, and even celebrity red carpet reviews. I honestly have never heard about her before. I do think this is really cool though, because I feel like it's very rare besides Nikki tutorials for people to do collaborations with people that are outside of the United States. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's like people in Australia and like the UK, but like Moscow, I've never heard of anybody doing a collaboration with somebody from Moscow. That's really cool. Going into number 3 right here, y'all. Okay, I'm probably just gonna be canceled for this, but this one right here is the Graveyard and Tarte palette. I remember seeing this, and I do remember a lot of people talking about it because during this time everybody loved Graveyard Girl. I looked at this palette and I'm just like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. My opinions still stay the same till this day. This is just a no. I feel like this palette is so dull, so boring, so blah. But I really don't expect anything more from Tarte. I feel like they're just so lackluster. But this right here, give you guys a little bit of detail. Bunny Meyer may be known Bunny Meyer or Meyer may be known to the YouTube world as Graveyard Girl, but to makeup enthusiasts, she's definitely the Swamp Queen. Tarte released this beloved palette in collaboration with Meyer in 2016, and it received rave reviews and a number of restocks. I think obviously during that time, more people were like, oh my gosh, a makeup collaboration with one of my favorite YouTubers, and that's probably why they purchased it. On top of that too, because everything obviously was like way more neutral back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But this to me, I'm sorry, I just remember seeing this and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like the packaging. I don't like the color story. To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever even watched a Graveyard Girl video. So that's why to me, I'm just like, no, I wouldn't view this as being successful. However, she is a really big YouTuber. And I do remember back in the day, y'all, she was pulling in millions and millions of views. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't doubt that this was successful. However, in my personal opinion, I would be like, I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't like this palette. I just feel like it's so blah. Number 2 on the list right here is Patrick Star and MAC Cosmetics. You guys know that I've said it time and time again. I was working at MAC during this time, and his collaborations, he came out with 4 of them. I believe it was 4. Could have ended up being more. I'm really not too sure. Because honestly, I did start to like, I stepped down to freelance, and then I stopped like freelancing, y'all, like towards that. But there was one time that I came in, there was a line out the door for this Patrick Star collaboration, specifically when he came out with his setting powder with MAC, y'all. Oh my gosh, people were going crazy for that powder. It had been the longest time since I seen MAC actually having a line outside the door, and it was because of Patrick Star. And this is why I had said before, I don't understand how come MAC Cosmetics isn't reaching out to more influencers to do collaborations. I've said it time and time again before, like, I know MAC obviously likes to do collaborations with celebrities because obviously they're a huge, massive brand, and I totally get that. However, a lot of people in the world feel way more connected to an influencer because they're way more, like, down to earth. They're way more humble. They're more relatable. You get to see them in their daily lives. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a celebrity. So I feel like seeing the success of this, and I have witnessed the success for this with my own eyes, I don't understand why MAC doesn't go back to that and do it, because 100% I know for sure that his palette, I was working or freelancing at 2 locations during this time, sold out the same day that it launched. So that's why I'm like, I just don't really get it, y'all. Like, I don't understand. Anyways, I just want to throw this in there too, like completely off topic of this Patrick Star and MAC Cosmetics, but having to deal with Patrick Star. What do you guys think about One Size? Like, do you guys feel like the brand is like struggling or whatnot? Recently, okay, I did a review of my Patrick Star concealer, the One Size Beauty concealer. When I did the review, I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, it's a good concealer, but it's not like my favorite. However, recently, y'all, it's become my favorite. Like, you guys know that I'm always raving about Tarte Shape Tape. However, I do feel like it's gotten to be way too much coverage and like way too dry, and then I feel like it dries down way too fast. The Patrick Star one is actually really great coverage, and it does hold really good, and you do have more control of like blending it out to a little bit more of a medium coverage, you know what I'm saying? But then it gets super full coverage. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about One Size, so I really am curious like what you guys think about One Size. So far from the products that I've tried of his, I feel like they're really good. But anyways, nonetheless, Patrick Star, MAC Cosmetics, I am sure this is a huge successful collaboration, y'all. Clearly they did 4 collections with him, so maybe more than 4. I really don't remember. I know for sure it was 4, but it could have been more. But anyways, y'all, I wish MAC would actually get back to doing influencer collaborations. And they have number 1 listed on the list as Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I do want to say this palette to me right here I thought was absolutely beautiful. Like, I thought the shade range of it was just so bomb. I do feel like it sucked during that time that like Norvina was taking control of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and she was coming out with so many palettes. We've talked about it here on my channel before, where I'm just like, whoa, she started busting out so many. She had like Norvina volume 1, 2, 3, 4, like just so many things. She had the little palettes, and then she obviously had collaborations with Jackie Aina, as well as like other people, as well as like regular Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. There was just so many palettes coming out that Jackie Aina didn't really get her time to shine with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And a lot of people online noticed that as well too. I was just kind of like, dang, like she only had like 1 week, you know what I'm saying, of her moment. And I'm like, y'all, for a palette, it should at least have a whole month, you get me? I don't understand why Anastasia was doing that. However, I do feel like they have definitely sold their role. I haven't seen anything really new from Anastasia. I'm like, what are they doing over there? I wonder what they're doing creative wise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they obviously have their core audience who buy their staple products, but there's nothing really new coming out from them. But anyways, y'all, that is it for this video. I thought it would be really interesting to talk about this. I do apologize that it doesn't have any new collaborations on there, because I'm sure that like, I don't know, there would be more, but obviously this is from 2019, so hopefully I could find another one and do like an updated version of this, because I really like taking a trip down memory lane and then also talking about the most successful influencer collaborations. I feel like it's really interesting. I don't know, give it a thumbs up if you guys do too. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.